So there's a storm brewing in my stomach. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear it while I'm trying to film this, but it sounds like thunder and lightning. I ate some cold leftover Chinese food. That was probably not a good idea. Um, so I apologize if you hear a storm. It's just my stomach. Though it did rain out here this morning. It was very nice. Um, So I got an email back from my old therapist. Not old therapist, but my my therapist from when I was in the trauma and recovery program that I've mentioned to you guys. And me and my kids, well, actually, my youngest Rohan was born while I was in the program, but me and Kiefer and Rohan, we got to do inpatient for a year and a half, and then also transitional for another year and a half. So about a whole 3 years were more intense, and then I followed up with some outpatient for several years. Um, Oh, it's UNC Horizons, if I didn't say it. She told me I could use it because I remember back then we had to have like a special PR person around if we were going to say the name or, anything like that. So I didn't know, I was just wanting to make sure. Amazing program. I wouldn't have come as far as I am today. I think I'm very thankful and grateful that I went into the program. Um, so, oh, and let me clear something up that I have said in a previous video when I said how good it felt to come on here and talk about the injustice that I've experienced in my life, because even talking to a therapist can be incredibly difficult. And I said, because and I wasn't talking about my therapist. She said the system failed you. She, she understood, but I will say that it can be very difficult. It Talking about any of the other things that was caused and that caused the injustice to happen were 100 times easier than the actual when they're when you're asked um who what was done about it. That shame and that fear, um it's like you can barely look at the person and say no, like, because you feel like they're going to think you did something wrong. You're gonna feel like they're gonna think you're lying, because what kind of system lets people get away with treating others like that, or does this to people altogether? But I will say this: I was expecting, after telling them about the injustice parts, it's like a part of me expected there to be like a little red phone in her drawer that she was going to pull out and be like, "Yep, we got another one. Can't believe this happened to her either. We're going to have to do something about this." um, so, um, so yeah, that, and if they watch some of my older videos when I first started this, when I first took the leap into this, they'll probably be like, "Whoa, what's wrong with Sheena?" Nah, they probably won't think that, but it was a very big step for me to do this. I have gone through a lot of things in my life since leaving the program, um, and I was working on myself and everything still. And I, I got my own. I got the call to do this. It's like the red heart from inside, the red foam from the heart inside. Said, "Oh, I'm gonna do something about this." It's so funny seeing myself on the camera. I still can't get used to it because I never liked to be on camera. I didn't really like it. I don't care if someone else wants to take my picture, but wasn't really big into this kind of thing. It just felt too weird to me. But I think I'm slowly but surely getting used to it. Okay, so today, um, I want to talk a little bit more about biases. And so I have lived in 5 different states in the country, um, visited jails. I'll say visited jails in 4 of them. Um, no, 3. And um and sometimes, okay, I'll just keep going. Um and I've talked to a lot of people. I know you can't tell probably by my first videos that I like to talk to people, but ask any of my exes. I talk to everybody and I pay attention to this thing. And I've been visiting courtrooms for over 20 years, in and out, visiting courtrooms, talking to everybody. And I knew it wasn't just a problem that I've had. I knew it was a much bigger problem. And just paying attention. I've also talked to people all over the world, so this is not just an American problem, what I'm about to tell you. And once I tell you, you're going to recognize it. Um, and if you don't recognize it, you probably know someone that has or has told you a story. So, one of the things I've noticed, and I'm sure you have too, is you'll hear stories about through the justice system there being some horrible crimes committed, right? And you don't hear really anything else about it. Um, but then you'll hear a crime that's, let's take a rape, for instance, a rape. And the 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 whole thing of it just sounds absolutely horrible. But then you have another person who um, maybe got some pictures from a coworker uh, that were inappropriate. And I'm not saying that that's okay. None of this is okay to do to somebody. But you'll hear about that going to the court. But the horrible something really bad happening to somebody, um, nothing's done or about it, right? And this is not new. This has been going on for a long time. And this is a problem all over the world. And the common thing that I have found all over the world, that all of these people, most of them, I would say, which guys, that what they have in common is this: they're poor. I was poor. I still am in a lot of ways, but I'm rich in more. Uh, yeah, they're poor. I think the bias against me in the town I grew up in was definitely economic and religious. My town was very religious, small town, didn't even sell alcohol. And my mom was a single mom, and um, we just didn't go to church. So I wasn't a church member in that town. So, and yeah, so I know it can be very difficult for people to really care what's going on to other people because, oh, my video yesterday, I didn't understand why people know that they're being lied to or will admit control through the system, but then the way that they act um, is definitely it doesn't change the fact of the way they act. But I did some more reflecting on it, and uh, um, a big part of it is because it's not happening to me. It's like that side is the ones those are the ones being controlled, not me. You know. Um, And I think that's a common misconception too. Um, think about this, like you have women on women hating men, and you have men hating women, and you get fed that kind of stuff through your algorithm. Um, and even if you're a male and you think the women are the ones that are, being under control by the system for feminism, and you're in your algorithm and you're getting all juiced up over seeing these women have a certain thought pattern or the way they behave, and vice versa, women will see that with men. uh, it actually does more to you than you think, you know um, like mentally and physically. And I'm nervous. my therapist is watching. um, and biases. A lot of times people don't think they're biased, but I like to take another example. There's a heck of a lot of people that don't believe in astrology, yet um, yet they'll say, let's say, I don't get along with Cancers, or I don't get along with Aries or Virgo or Capricorn, but yet you don't believe in astrology. So what? Who taught you that? Who taught you? You know, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. Nope, no sorry, Bob. This is the third day in a row I've had a piece of fuzz in my mouth while I'm recording, and I promise I'm not eating cotton. um, but um, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm just okay, just trying to get people to think about it. You don't have to. Heck, I don't know. I'm gonna end it there because I'm I'm blushing. Uh, this isn't how I thought it was gonna turn out today. We'll see. I might have to redo it. But y'all have a good day. Oh, unless I hope my stomach calms down. What the heck? It's been doing this for 4 hours. Bye. Have a good day.